Just skip the latte. Stop making avocado toast.
We should celebrate.
With avocado toast.
Don't buy name brand. You shouldn't be gambling. I'm not doing any of that. So none of those tips are helpful. In today's economic environment, with its fluctuating costs and the ever-evolving international relations that directly affect our trade, it has become increasingly difficult to manage our household budgets, yet it has also become increasingly more critical. We need to be strategic. What spending habits can we implement to get immediate relief and to secure long-term financial freedom? The freedom to pursue our savings goals, have financial security for our children, and no longer be at risk to this ever-fluctuating market. I have 7 tips for you today. Let's jump right in. Supplements. I truly think that if you're in debt or barely meeting your budget, it's not the right time for vitamins. I'm not talking about prescription medication. Of course, pursue your own health. But I have found the more I cook at home using less oil, the more fiber I'm eating, the more calcium I'm getting in. Plug your intake into Chronometer, for example, to learn your micronutrient intake. Be aware of it, be mindful of it, but there's no need for you to supplement with expensive supplements that are not regulated and may be giving you mega doses of vitamins you don't need, or may not even be giving you enough because they're not closely regulated. This would also include supplemental protein powders.
Hey, I got you guys protein shake.
Awesome, I love protein.
Collagen. Don't get me wrong, I love all these things, but the gimmick that is a greens powder is not important if you are eating home-cooked food and being aware of how many veggies you're eating during the day. Frozen broccoli, frozen green beans, canned corn is going to give you nutrients at a far cheaper price than any greens powder ever could. I go to the gym 6 days a week. I eat high protein, high fiber. I've got lots of videos if you need motivation on my channel. Pursue health, but it does not have to break the bank. Fancy cleaners. Why is that so hard? Oh my goodness. Every time I see these influencers with their own brands of cleaners or the fancy brand of cleaners, I think, oh my goodness, I need that sink scrub. I need that pink stuff. I need that spray that smells like grapefruit. Nothing beats good old elbow grease. Our number one cleaner is hydrogen peroxide. It's about $1 a bottle. You can use it full strength or you can dilute it. It kills the flu, it kills COVID, it kills the common cold. It sanitizes bacteria left from our trash, from our garbage disposal. It's a great surface cleaner. It whitens my teeth. It cleans my toilet and my tub. We tend to think we need these fancy items because they smell good, they're easier, but truly you can do it on your own and with a budget. While we're talking about cleaners, I also want to mention single-use items because they tie into each other. How many times have you bought Clorox wipes just to throw them in the trash once they're used?
Get rid of the couches. We can't let people know we sit.
The Clorox toilet wand, where the scrub head gets immediately thrown away afterwards. It's single use. Paper towels are single use. Plastic wrap, tinfoil, dryer sheets, diapers, and wipes. There are budget alternatives to all of these items. It will depend on your lifestyle, whether or not you have laundry available in your home, whether you're a working parent while trying to take care of kids, for example, when talking about cloth diapers. However, there are always alternatives. For us, the easiest way to cut back on single-use items, for a while we did do cloth diapers, but that eventually became something we couldn't maintain when we had 2 kids in diapers. So we switched to disposables and just bought the off-brand. That way I could stop couponing because I did coupon for a long time. And you can get name brand diapers for cheaper than Equate. But what was most sustainable and easiest for me in that season, that way I would stick to it and be consistent, was cutting out plastic wrap, cutting out tinfoil, and cutting out parchment paper. I never bought any of those items. We have a bidet, so we use less toilet paper and less baby wipes. My kids are both potty trained, but they still need cleaned. We do not use dryer sheets, we use dryer balls. Now we buy paper towels, but at the time I only ever used microfiber cloths with my cleaner, even if all I had was dish soap. Again, elbow grease is the world's best cleaner. Eating out. This one's hard. Trust me, every now and then I need a break from the kitchen. And it's not necessarily the cooking, because you can make easy convenience foods. If you compare the cost of eating out to the cost of getting a frozen pizza, obviously getting a frozen pizza will still save you money. It feels like you're extending your grocery budget and you're spending extra money, but if it keeps you from eating out, it's worth it to buy the frozen pre-breaded chicken. Our go-tos when we're tempted to eat out are hummus, veggies to dip it in, with pita, toast, or just a baguette from Walmart's, the frozen breaded chicken breasts that to us taste like Chick-fil-A. But when I need a break from the kitchen, we go outside. We eat in the backyard, either on a picnic mat I have left from my time in Cambodia, or on a plastic table that my friend gifted us when she moved away and couldn't take it with her. When you need a break, give yourself a break, but it doesn't have to be eating out. Pick something convenience from the grocery store. Even that deli section is going to have options cheaper than eating out, and then eat outdoors. Impulse buys. For me, I grocery shop once a week. I grocery shop online. That way I buy the items I specifically need for the menu I have planned and nothing more. Nothing that smells good, looks good, and is enticingly marketed. And also I require myself to delay any extra online spending. If I'm thinking about something, I'll add it to my wish list or I'll add it to my cart and I wait. And you'd be surprised how many times I forget about it or have no longer needed it. My suggestion, if I'm honest, would be cancel your Amazon Prime subscription. Then you have to have $35 of items shipped free by Amazon in order to check out. So you're going to think twice about it rather than pay that $6 shipping fee. Also, even Sam's Club. To be really honest, half the time when I go to Sam's and I price check it with the off-brand at Walmart, it's not saving me any money. It's just making me buy in bulk.
Happiness waits at the Stuff Mart. All you need is lots more stuff.
I'm not shopping for a family as large as the one I came from. I'm one of 13 kids, so I used to cook for an army. Now I cook for my family of 4. We do not need the Costco size package of anything. If it does not save you money, but it costs you a yearly membership, is it truly worth it? And are you able to mentally manage the inventory that you already have? The other day, my cupboard got a little too full, so I moved the extra flour that didn't fit in the canister into the upper shelf of my son's closet. I completely forgot about it, and the next time I needed flour, I bought a new one, and now I have 2 partial bags of flour. I am not in a stage where I can mentally keep track of a pantry full of items. I keep it to one cupboard, and we shop once a week. Everyone's different. Everyone's needs are different. If you live far away from a grocery store, if you're preparing for snowfall, like here in Colorado, some people that live in the mountains have to shop before the snow, obviously do what works best for your family. But this keeps us on budget. We never have food go bad, and I have cut my impulse buys significantly. We never order groceries or food for delivery, but to be honest, I don't think that the average American family on a budget is ordering takeout. At least I hope not. And fast fashion. You don't need to buy new clothes. I'm so sorry to say it. Buy used. Textile waste in our country is astronomical. A lot of it just ends up in landfills. Instead, you can, through mindful spending, buy items that will last, that are curated and created to last. Resist the new items and be happy what's in your wardrobe. Would you be interested in a wardrobe tour? I have a minimalist capsule wardrobe year-round that I'd be happy to show you. And lastly, snacks. I don't buy them. My kids get 1 box of graham crackers a week. Other than that, it's cut up fruits and veggies or leftovers. If they're that hungry, they just need a meal. A small meal for a snack is often going to give them far more nutrients and cost next to nothing. Prepackaged snack food isn't going to be as healthy and is not going to be as cost effective. Would you like a video on budget snacks? I'd love to share my top tips with you. We did a no-buy last month. Here's the video. We did so good. I was thrilled with the results. This month we did more of a low buy.
When people do this, I don't really know what that means.
At the beginning of the month, we were still in Moab. We went the end of last month. It was the weekend that bridged the 2 months together. And so we did have some spending, gelato, eating out, gas. But the moment we got back, We immediately cut down on how much we were driving to save money on gas. We did not eat out at all. I had my birthday. We kept it quite simple, but still fun. We bought groceries only once a week. I cut down on my supplements. And we looked into some free oxytocin. We went to the library, we went to parks, we planned play dates, and we had picnics. It was a great month. So we have a certain amount we save every month. Also, my husband got a raise. So those items were already going to go into savings. But because we did a low buy month, we saved an extra $1,000, even though we went to Moab. We had a simple month. We found joy in the simple things and in one another, because truly simple living gifts you with time to build relationships. And we laid a foundation for our financial future. Consider doing a no buy or low buy. And if you need encouragement, I have a few more videos on financial minimalism that you may find helpful. You are welcome back in my home anytime. Thanks for coming. Bye-bye.